time. Hello and welcome back to Crypto Saving Expert, the show where we discuss the latest cryptocurrency news. Today I'm back with the one, the only BlockPro.
Good afternoon, or good morning, or good night, wherever you are.
Yeah, it's actually midnight for me right now. I don't mind. I'm putting in the work. I didn't sleep too much last night. I think I got some more sleep than you. How was your sleep pattern last night?
I went to bed at 7:30ish. And then 2 hours later was out of bed again, back to managing trades and replying to a lot of DMs of people getting liquidated. So
there was a lot of panic. There was a lot of panic in the market. At least, please don't fall asleep on my stream. If you were watching the TMG stream earlier, he fell asleep twice, guys, like this. He was snoring. We had to message his partner, and she went in and threw something at him. So, BlockPro, I'm sure you've had a few coffees down here, but please don't fall asleep on me like TMG did. We've got lots to go through today, guys. We're going to get stuck into it. I'm sorry if we're smiling. We're, where there's a crash, there's an opportunity, guys. I realize a lot of you may be going, why these guys feel so happy? I don't know myself. Maybe I've gone a little bit crazy, or maybe a little bit numb to it. But I do believe where there is a crash, there is opportunity. BlockPro is happy. BlockPro caught the shorts, guys. I was expecting a lot of people from the community to catch them as well. I've been speaking to a lot of people. The only person I know that's come up net positive from this short was BlockPro. So your TA was bang on as well. We'll go through some of those. But also right now it is a little bit difficult to tell where we're headed next. But we will go through that, guys. As always, slap a like on the video and subscribe. If you want to join CSC Plus, the link is in the description there, guys. But let's go through. Let's see who's with us today. Brilliant. We've got Alexander, first comment. My homie from here in Flow Bali, Solana Temple. Guys, I will be going live with Alexander very soon. And you will see a feature on our newsletter from him tomorrow as well. We've got K5X5. Good to see you, my man. CSC OG. And he's even saying 2 more legends. CSC really smashing the streams today. Yeah, we've got Justin here. I've got to say, Justin was amazing on the Stonksy stream earlier with Dave. Really good insight there, guys, and good vibe as well. We've got Gannicus here as well. Time to buy, bullpit mode. We've also got the legend that is Wizard of Vault. He's saying bullish on BlockPro. We got Sammy T in the chat here as well. Hugo, an absolute CSC Plus OG, also there. Really putting in the work. Good to see you here, Hugo. And Gannicus saying BlockPro 2 legends. Guys, if you have any altcoins, anything that you'd like us to go through in today's session, please let us know. But first up, let me pull up the old bubble maps. A lot of red here. But what stands out for you here, BlockPro?
Fart coin, 100%.
Yeah. Fart coin 33% up. Let me just reload this. For some reason, saying no internet coin. Here we go. Fart coin 34%. What is going on?
Oh wow.
Yeah. We've also got OM here, Mantra. One that I famously faded at around 50 cents, 40 cents. Now all the way up to $5, almost $6 here. Doesn't look like it has been too affected. No. But we've seen a lot of coins that have listed on Binance. I think actually I'll pull it up in the background now. I think TMG actually just put out a post about it. But basically, if you had invested in any coin which is listed on Binance in 2025, you'd be something like 80% down. Let me pull up this tweet now. Let's pull this up. Here we go. I've got it here, guys. So look, Binance 25 listing, you would be 80% down on average. You've got a Zero Bro, 94% down. A1 AI16Z there, 90% down. Trump also 80% down. Melania 90% down. Vine 77% down. I saw a lot of hype around Vine there. Sonic also 75% down. I wish I'd sold more of my airdrop there. Have you been trading any of these coins recently, Block Pro? I bet you've been putting on a couple cheeky shorts.
Well, yeah, I have some Trump, just for the shits and giggles and for some tinfoil hat moments. I think someone is laughing really hard about this behind this computer about it when I say that. But further, Zero Bro, yes, 100%. It's still on my watch list. But the rest, not that much. No.
I have heard some very good success stories from Trump. Actually, one of my good friends, I won't name her, but she made 7 figures off Trump, and she actually gave me the alpha at around $2 billion. I tried the transactions. She obviously aped in a lot, and then she took profit at 40 billion, 50 billion, 60 billion.
Nice.
Congrats.
Impressive.
Yeah. She's absolutely killing it. You guys can probably do the dots to who that was, but I won't say the name. But wow, $1 million on Trump, that would be a nice day's work, wouldn't it?
100%.
Yeah. But let's go back to the bubbles quickly. Let's see if anything else stands out from here, and then we're going to get into some technical analysis from Block Pro because he's absolutely been killing it. If you're in CSC Plus, you would have seen a lot of the prices dotted out that we had, and a lot of them have hit. I've got to say the Ethereum one was bang on, but we'll get into those guys as well. Justin saying tinfoil hat gang here, and Amplify here saying no one is going to take crypto seriously when Fartcoin is outperforming the
market. I still think that when it comes to these types of projects, it's just much needed that on a down day like today, what is actually not that more of a down day anymore. I would be absolutely laughing my ass off if we close today green. But coins like Fartcoin and stuff like that, man, it's just epic that it is around and that it even performs better than the rest. So.
But it's got to be said actually before we do get too far, guys. Don't be too upset. We've almost hit back up to 100K here.
Yeah,
that was a bit of a surprise for me. What was your thinking behind this? I was expecting for us to kind of hang out, between that 92,000, 94,000 region for a little bit longer. But actually, doesn't seem the pain's going to last too long. But
well, I think it's a decent recovery. So also the chart that we posted this afternoon was also indicated with a recovery zone. Well, we obviously have broken that. And also what you need to keep in mind, like we need to go back to that 100K so to keep the sentiment bullish. And that 100K is such an important range. In price terms, it doesn't say shit because it is actually in the middle of the range. But that 100K is so important for a lot of people. So I think that is the reason for the bounce today. Bit of hopes and dreams.
We do have that CME gap open at around 102,500 or something around there, I believe.
Yeah.
So that would be interesting to see if we close that this week. But I'll pull over to your chart, guys. And K5X5, I can see your altcoin suggestions. We will go through those after Bitcoin, Ethereum, and maybe a bit of Solana. We'll see what Block Pro gets into. But let me share your screen, Block Pro, and we'll get straight into it.
Sure. So let's start with the CME gap. It's not filled yet.
There we go. Yeah.
We still have a little bit more upside to go if the market will give us. Sometimes it does not always make sense, but it is what I've seen from last cycles is that there are moments, especially when high volatility moments, is that you actually get a rejection before you close the gap. And that will pretty much mean it's left there to be filled another day. Let me get rid of this. Let's take a look.
Do you think this is from traders putting in their take profit just below the CME gap, in expectation that everyone's going to be kind of waiting and trading on that CME gap? Why does that happen?
I think it's pure market manipulation, the best of its kind. Of course, like a lot of the move that happened yesterday was so fast. I think it was an hour or something, not even. The time where it happened was like, who the hell is awake at 4 a.m. trying to trade crypto, especially on a Sunday? I am, and some others, but not a whole lot of people are actually there, and that is also my opinion at the moment. Like, don't forget that I can be wrong with what I think or how I see it, but this is a move where so many people got liquidated, so many people got stopped out, so many people sold their spot holdings in a loss, and now all of a sudden everything shoots back up. So basically, or you miss the perfect entry. Well, the perfect entry doesn't exist, but or you miss like a mighty fine entry, and the chart starts running away again. So that also means more frustration towards the market. So these types of moves, I purely see it as market manipulation. I think within a week, this is, you can only laugh about it. It will not even be visible in the charts anymore.
Exactly.
That's pretty much how I see it.
You've got to zoom out, guys. There's a lot of people that are unhappy. A lot of altcoins are down 30% plus right now. But zoom out. A few months ago, me and Block Pro were on stream celebrating 80,000 Bitcoin. So is it as bad as we think? Probably not. Maybe for altcoins, but I just want to pull over to this tweet here as well. CZ. It was CoinGlass that reported there was $2.25 billion liquidated in the market, but CZ actually believes it was around the $8 to $10 billion mark.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. But that's also an important thing when it comes to trading. Like, keep in mind, like guys like CZ, like they do not give a shit about your 3-minute chart, like at all. How I see this, especially this flush, it's actually, if you look how many projects there are out there in crypto, like everyone wants to own their own project and wants it to do well. Next new shiny thing can be the next 100x. But if we look at actually the total market caps and the capital flow around crypto in general, there is just not enough money to go around at the moment.
Oversaturation.
So flushes like these will also mean that probably a lot will get delisted, or projects will not even get to the end of the year, just for losing too much capital. And sadly enough, it's part of how the industry works. And I also think that now it is important that if you want to invest again or looking for trades, just do your research properly. Like, what VCs are behind it? What are the major investors? I wouldn't even look into a KOL direction. I would actually only search into money flow to protect your position. So I think it's mental. I think it's actually mental. So what is a fun one? Today we posted in the afternoon, a couple hours ago, we posted this chart on the X page of Crypto Saving Expert.
Let me pull quickly as well. I just show people that as well.
So this is basically the chart of how I looked at it today. Multiple opportunities, and still, like there is a chance that it might reverse on us. But at least we have had that recovery range. It shows some strength. The options that we now actually have is there's still some, there's still a liquidation range, and that's based on actually the wick of the 13th of January. Now, if I would go towards a 4-hour, you can also see how important that range actually is, that entire lower range. If you don't hold up there, that also will leave the way open to even 81, or even lower to 76, or even lower to 67. And from there, pretty much there's nothing that will hold it up. So I see this now as a fairly quick recovery. I didn't expect it to recover this fast, because the S&P opened on a pre-opening was -2%. So that was already like, what will happen? It will be interesting. So what's good to see at the moment, if we do go towards the 15-minute chart, is that we actually have fulfilled what we call a backtest. So all the charts that I will provide are based on backtest. So important levels where the price needs to gain or needs to hold, or at least have a reaction to that price level. Well, from here, and that's the sad part, because we can celebrate a bounce that we say, yeah, but we're in the clear. But what I see on a lower time frame is, where do we now get a reaction that's actually at 94,763.
Okay.
So that means from here, the price is allowed to come all the way down to here before it actually reacts again, or comes down even lower. If it comes down even lower, well, then what do we need to hold locally? That's 92,891. If it doesn't hold up there, be prepared for the next liquidation of a lifetime. So I think it's wonderful to see, especially like yesterday evening, some of the guys out of my team were still awake, trying to make sense of it. For me, it was actually a realization of how freaking much I love and hate the crypto industry at the same time.
Keeps us on our toes.
Yeah, it does. It does. So the other chart is actually the Solana chart, and we also did a post about. No, we have not done a post yet.
We haven't posted on X, guys, but it is on Discord. If
Yes.
you want first access to BlockPro's technical analysis, it gets posted first in the Discord, guys. So best is to join. And if you want one-to-one tuition, because if you're annoyed with your spot holdings right now, you can make money even in a downtrending market, and BlockPro will show you how, guys. So all you have to do is join Crypto Saving Expert Plus, and there is even 80% off right now for community. If you want the one-to-ones, that will be premium. But join that with code NY80. The link is in the description, guys. You will get the first technical analysis from BlockPro, from myself, from that Martini guy, all in CSE Plus Discord. And we have lots of members here in the comments. So good to see all of you guys there as well.
It sounds good. Sounds good. So with when I posted this analysis, it was actually the last time that I posted it, and for that we need to go towards a 4-hour time frame. I actually already indicated like the start of the impulse was around 190, and that thing actually retraced all the way back, all the way to the lows even. So this also showed like market structures are there, and they will always play out. I do not care whatever ticker it is. What goes up must come down, and Solana did actually the same. Now, if we look into the ranges of what needs to be tested, and for that we again need to go towards a smaller time frame, is, let me get rid of this, of the measurement tool, is that now again we have actually fulfilled a backtest. So that means that this level is now gone, it's tested. Cool. If we then start to look towards the downside, where can we retrace from here? I will just reset the chart. Is actually this point right here at $191.30. The reason for that is actually the start of the impulse. So the range for today has actually become quite small. What is tradable at the moment is this range. If you do not hold up, so in that case, if you break out, of course, you're going to revisit higher numbers. But if you reject again, that means the likelihood of coming down is quite big. Now, if we go towards the 4-hour, then I have a nice question for the audience. So usually when we get a liquidation, we get a retest. And this is what really confuses me. I see 2 liquidations. Did we have a retest, yes or no? And I think that's still an important one. So over here, we can see liquidation here and liquidation here. And now all of a sudden it gets bought back up. The question that I struggle with as a trader is, was this pretty much the thing that is needed to actually continue an uptrend? Well, to continue on that one, we are going towards an Ethereum chart. Yeah, so guys, Ethereum.
That was a nasty wick, wasn't it? It's really suffered. It was I believe it's around 20%. I think it's probably at like 17 or 15% now, down for 24 hours. But that wick was crazy. What is going on?
It's mental. So 40% drop down in total. It's just,
Wow.
it's mental. It does remind me a lot of what we had in 2020, 2021,
Yep.
where we actually had a 60% move towards the downside. Well, and if I look at this now, again, we are having the same, pretty much the same overview as what we had on the other charts, where we actually already have had a liquidation and revisited that same area. So the options that we actually have from here, and I've been staring my eyeballs out against this chart, they are quite limited, and it's also still too early to actually give you guys a certain direction of what is going on. Also, the reason why there is no Ethereum chart posted yet, because if I don't know, I'm not going to share it. No. So first of all, we need to wait for a daily close. So that will give us some information. Well, if I go and take a look at the 4 hour, well, the options that we actually have is from here to slowly gain towards the upside to take out some local 4 hour backtests. The other option that we actually have is to regain a little bit and then slowly start bleeding all the way down until we actually fill this wick. Now, the issue is we don't know. It's there is no certain answer to it that it will get retested. I can say it will get retested somewhere in the future. Will that happen this week? Well, I personally do not think so, and the reason for that is everyone is wrecked, or at least almost everyone is wrecked, except you're the idiot smiling behind your computer screen. But most of the people are wrecked. Most of the traders are wrecked. I believe it was 2.3 billion on Binance.
Yeah.
So that also means the market needs to go into an accumulation phase again to actually build up liquidity again before you can start making some moves. So for now, for me, yeah, I'm in some longs. Do I recommend it? No, just don't. Just wait.
have your tight stop losses if you do, guys, because it is a volatile market, as we saw at 4 a.m. UTC for everyone here. There's also, I just wanted to pull this up as well, and we'll talk about Bitcoin dominance here. So it says, Bitcoin dominance spiked to a 4-year high this morning. Alts are getting smashed. What's your take on Bitcoin dominance, and do you see that continuing, or will there be a relief there?
Well, first of all, I personally think that Bitcoin dominance is a lie. It sounds a bit old, but
I'll just go put this up. Tinfoil hat gang.
Yeah. No, so the issue that I have with Bitcoin dominance is we have based the theory around it pretty much when there were almost no altcoins around. And for that, we need to go quite a few steps back in time. And that is basically the theory got developed around 2016. And that was where, we have a drop-off, altcoin season. Woohoo! No. If this is happening once, then I cannot say it is actually historical data. And that's also an issue with crypto. It's actually all so young and new that we can say like, a bull run repeats itself or cycles repeat itself. But then again, it's all so fresh that it makes it quite difficult. So what I can see is that we actually have had a retest of March 2021. And I think that is the only interesting thing that I can see out of it. Like maybe this ended up in some liquidations, but how this actually correlates against the rest of the market, I don't really see it. What I do think is interesting is actually Ethereum versus Bitcoin. And I think it was last week or the week before, I did a premium AMA for the Crypto Saving Expert Discord members to actually go over extensive technical analysis. It took hours to make that all in a 30-minute video, but well, we managed to actually get that done. Now, what we can see here is we have a start of an impulse, and that start was on, let me check it here, on the Monday 22nd March 2021. If I now start to measure this out to where we actually retested that area, we're talking about 1400 days. Well, every time that this thing comes down and spikes up, then you can always say, oh, it's altcoin season. But also doesn't really work that way. Again, the market structure is important to actually see, okay, we got back to where we started. Well, what absolutely surprised me, and for that we're going to zoom in a little bit towards the 15 minutes, is that we have here level to gain. That is basically the backtest area of 1400 days ago. So so by now already somewhat more, but that was pretty much the input that we got. I had a couple scenarios, and that was a soft landing scenario that was on level to gain. So let me put a circle around it, was this area here. Well, after that, I had a medium pain scenario. That is this line right here.
There you go.
Sorry to tell you guys.
Here we go, lower.
But there is actually more.
Oh, no.
So basically, we got one over here still, and then we're talking about a full retest of May 2020. If that doesn't hold up, well, then you actually end up with a market that is absolutely destroyed. And you're looking back to revisiting numbers. That means that investors from 2016 are completely wrecked.
It'd be better off investing them. What kind of price to reach these levels? What prices would you imagine? Would Bitcoin rise and Ethereum stay the same, or do you see it, Bitcoin perhaps staying the same and Ethereum dropping to reach these levels?
So the issue is of the recent months is pretty much the imbalance. So Bitcoin is too high, Ethereum is doing jack shit, Solana is taking off. You can actually, you're better off by taking actually Solana versus Bitcoin.
Justin actually just mentioned this as well.
Yeah,
he does expect a lower liquidation here as well.
So that actually shows more at the moment than Ethereum versus Bitcoin. So from here, what am I looking out for? And for that, again, I'm going back to the 15-minute chart. Is from here, I actually want to see a regain of at least 0.02861. That means that we can clear out this area.
Yeah.
Well, that is again the most positive outcome at the moment. So worst case scenario, and that is also where your Bitcoin scenario, Ethereum scenario comes into mind, is that there is also a chance that this slowly starts to bleed down until it actually fully retests with two nice candles next to each other to actually start moving up again. I think it's a difficult one. If I look towards the outcome that I've done before, so this chart is pretty much unchanged from the drawings. Is basically I try to make a prediction of when to actually think that a reversal would kick in, and then we're talking about March, 31st of March 2025. The reason why I've based it that way is because the structure that I've seen looked very similar to actually what we have had in the past. So then we're talking about 2016. And again, it's difficult. But yeah, I feel for the people that got liquidated. But on the other hand, it was your own fault. You should use a stop loss at the minimum. If you want to learn how to use a stop loss, sign up to Crypto Saving Expert, because I had some DMs of people messing it up, but I also at least came to the realization of I know why I messed it up. And that comes all down to risk management and greedy, pretty much being very greedy in the market.
It's all a learning curve, isn't it? For a lot of students as well. And often, you make these mistakes, you won't make them again as well. I've got to call out Jalapeno here. Shout out to Jalapeno, but he's saying long on Block Pro. I hope he's. I hope that's not how I first took it, but Jalapeno's got a dirty mind, so probably is. Shout out to Jalapeno. Also, another premium CSC plus OG there, guys.
It is. I think it's a crazy market at the moment, and you just need to be very careful what you're doing. Also, still keep in mind we're still in the highs of the highs of the highs. So like if this thing is coming down, it will be violent, it will be fast. I think by surviving pretty much yesterday, that most of the liquidity is taken out. I think the people that are massively short will be next to be taken out. I'm personally positioned long, very heavy on a lot of things. But yeah, to take it now, no, I would just let the chart rest for a couple of days, come back when there's more market structure to it. Maybe we have had a retest or another liquidation, then you can make a plan and go from there.
Yeah, that's it. And I'll just show everyone what's going on in the Discord as well. So like I said, we haven't even posted the Solana analysis on Twitter, guys. So if you want it first, you've got to be in the Discord. BlockPro has his own section here. You can speak to him. He puts his own trading videos, and he also does 3 AMAs a week now: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then there's an AMA with myself and that Martini guy every Thursday. We've got WizDevolt saying 250x long on BlockPro.
Oh God.
Good. And also, guys, if you have been trading meme coins as well, we've had some really good calls. I'll go onto the meme coin trading page here. We did Store. I called Store at a 500k market cap. That went up to 11 million. Well done on everyone there. When I put this, it was 8 million, but it actually went all the way to 11 million. We can see here, JC putting Store got me back in the game big time, and he's DCAing Meth right now. And also Meth was called here. I believe Team G called it around 150, 200k. That went all the way up to 800k, and it's around 300k right now. But some good plays, no matter what you like to trade. If you like to trade meme coins, altcoins, we've also got a lot of pre-sale opportunities coming your way. But honestly, guys, if you just joined for BlockPro alone, his chart analysis, technical analysis is superb, guys, and you get to speak and talk to everyone else that you see here in the comments here as well. Networking is key. But let's head back to your chart, BlockPro.
Yeah, I think it would be a fun one to take an altcoin.
Yeah, so we've actually got a few from the chat here. So we've got K5X5 going Mask and also Ondo. So if any of those pop out to you, let me know and we'll pull those up.
Well, I can, in that case, I will do it like this, that I need to make sure that I actually have the right chart.
Yep, no worries. And guys, make sure to slap a like and subscribe. Turn channel notifications on. You're going to be seeing more short content as well this week, and more live streams, more guests coming on, and BlockPro and myself every Monday. Back to normal, guys. We're going to be absolutely blasting the content because it's what the people want to see.
It needs to load up. It's slow. The thing is, I cannot put it on my direct screen because we have a bit of magic dust on that ticker. So you never know who's watching, and especially when Justin is in the chat, then you're absolutely going to get wrecked once he sees you.
Yeah.
Then you're stop lost.
He just commented here, speaking your praises. He says BlockPro is the absolute best, both as a trader and coach.
So I have the Binance chart that I can share. All right.
Okay, brilliant.
So that's also, by the way, it's important, guys, that if you are a trader and you think like, oh, mate, I have the most amazing trade, I'm going to share this, and there's a liquidation number and an entry and a stop loss on it, be aware that my guys are also looking at that. And not everyone is as friendly as they seem like. And we have seen that yesterday. So be careful. Yeah. Don't post liquidations or stuff like that. Just keep it for yourself.
Because people will hunt for them.
Yes, 100%. So weekly, well, it doesn't even look too bad, to be honest. Let me check. What can we take from here? Let's actually take $1. I'm not going to put it in the chart. Let's go towards the 4 hour. Okay, I see a lot of manipulation. So basically, if I would give my non-biased opinion about this, I would actually chart it out in a fairly simple way. Mm-hmm. So take a horizontal line. We're going to take some important ranges. So here the retest at $2.38 is already gone. What we have towards the lower side is actually also already gone. So, fuck's sake, that means we need to search way lower than $1 and 98 cents. That's okay. There's something. There's more. Okay, so there's room towards the downside. So downside scenario would be $1.91. There's also a Max Payne scenario even lower. That's at $1.73. Is there more? Do we have more? Yes, we have more.
There we go.
We have a start of an impulse. That's always important to take with you. So this is pretty much the run up. Sorry?
And what price is that at?
This is the $1.20 range.
Ooh,
so we can actually see here a little bit of a run up. And the breakout was here, so we're going to take it in the bit of the price. Then we end up at $1.23. Is there more? Nope, that's Max Payne. So that line can go. Okay, so here already we have set potential entries, potential stop losses, or if you prefer it another way, your liquidation level. Well, what else do we have? Well, we have some room towards the upside. And what do I see here? If this is coming down, it probably will retest $2.19, but that area has been tested all the way down. I think in this scenario, we're still going to map it in. Just so that we have some sort of landing spot, because the distance is quite a lot. If you drop this part down, you're already like 11% down. If you drop it all the way down, you're again like 22% down, and everyone is wrecked already. So just keep the hopes and dreams on not too much movements. Then towards the higher side, well, this was Trump, of course, the entire inauguration part.
Yeah.
But we can get some information out of that. So that means again above $2.67. After that, we open the way up. No, not to $2.88. That one is already tested. So you can see that on the breakoff, we actually retouched that level. So that one is gone. We need to search higher. What actually makes also potential good trade, of course, if the RR is higher towards the upside. So from here, we can take it to the start of the impulse. It's a little bit higher, but I'm going to be safe on this one. I always prefer to exit the trades a little bit earlier and not on the maximum of the top, because we can not really predict tops or bottoms. What we can at least say, like in that range, I'm happy with my profit. I'm going to get out, set a stop loss somewhere in the middle. Funds are safe. Nothing. Breakdown. So let's take this one in consideration, $3.55. Then we have another one. This one is super easy. We can always perfect this on the 15 minutes, but for now we're not going to do that. And this was in December 2024. So actually what happens after that, that's just a moonshot. So if I now go back towards the weekly, and we're going to zoom in on the recent period, so what can we see? Well, we have a structure forming out like this. Basically retest of somewhat of the highs, not super, but local. If I then would go towards the daily, where can we search for in this case? Well, to actually gain $2.67. After that, to actually gain $3.16, and after that to gain $3.55, and then we end up at $4.55. And in that case, you end up with a full market structure. And I think that's actually a possibility. Again, no financial advice, of course. What also catches my eye, guys, and this is something that you need to train for, is recognize how manipulation looks like. And if I look at this area, I will put a circle around it. This area here. For everyone,
for everyone listening as well, who is taking part in the manipulation? Is it the market makers, the team behind it, perhaps the exchanges? Who do you expect behind the manipulation there? You don't want to say. Okay, we'll leave it at that, guys. But we can see a lot of 24-hour trading volume right here as well.
You fucker. Um,
almost put you in it there. Maybe it's someone from the chat. I don't know.
So smooth, so smooth. I think it's you, Ross. I think it's you.
Maybe that's why I'm smiling. Maybe that's why we're so happy today. I think people are going to be sending us death threats. They'll be like, why are you smiling and having so much fun?
Yeah.
We like a bit of volatility. We like the stress. We weren't here for the the 1% days. We every now. Don't get me wrong. I don't want this every day, but every now and again, a bit of max pain. You can seek the opportunity there, guys. So got to stay
positive. Keeps the heart going. Yeah, you need to stay positive, and it keeps the heart going. Like sometimes people say to me, "Oh, I've like the most wonderful entry," and then something like this happens, and then they shut up again. So. Yeah, it is what it is, basically. But for now, if you want to watch out for the manipulations, look at structures that do not make sense. And over here we can see that very clearly. If I would take some examples on Bitcoin, usually if you go towards 1 hour, we'll reset the chart and let's find some. And for example, it's part of my opinion, but everywhere where you can put a trend line on is manipulated. So that's already something to look out for. Also, often when you see hour after hour after hour of positive buy action on the hour, that also means like, so over here you can see it again. Over here you can see it again. So just make sure to watch out for. So for example, over here, after this liquidation on the 5th of December, we can actually see the amount of just positive buy candles. And that means just prices being suppressed or supporters being created. Can you trade that? Yes. But for that, you need to actually come up with a bit of a different chart. And don't be shocked, guys, because I'm always the guy that says trend lines are complete bullshit. And if I would put this on the daily, this chart is actually a trend line chart. I will get rid of this. Sorry for that. Is that you can actually see that there is some structure that is playing out with actually trend lines. And it's also to make sure that new traders go like, oh yeah, but I put a line on it and I made so much money and tomorrow I'm going to do it again. And then something like today happens and they go like, no, or I need to study more to get better, or they will leave the industry forever. So what I do, I have always multiple charts, one with levels, one with backtests, one with trend lines, and then I also have my maximum doom scenario chart. I'm not going to share you that, but I will do that someday, and you will laugh your ass about it. So
maybe
so
when we're back over 100k, you can have the doom chart.
I think once we hit the price level, I will show it. You will not be happy. I will be happy. You will not be happy.
We do have some CME. Obviously, we have a higher CME gap open right now, but we do have some lower CME gaps still open, I believe. I won't ask them for you off the top of your head, but perhaps we can mark out some of those as well.
Yeah, sure. So I'm going to do this based on the daily. I can see one here, small gap. And talking about, I will put it on the screen so everyone can see. 77,930 and 80,670. That's of course like an enormous one. I think that on a lower time frame there must be more. Well, the current one that we are struggling with right now is, let me put it on the screen, $102,020 and 100,320. Don't know how to say that. I'm not English, guys. I'm Dutch as fuck. So what else do we have?
I won't say the naughty Dutch words. I know. I won't say them on stream because I don't know what I'm saying. So
it's fine. It's sometimes that people say to me, "Oh, you're actually a bit of a dick. You're all so direct," and I say, "No, I'm just Dutch. It's okay."
It's not my fault.
So is there more to it? I don't think so. So
I believe
again,
on the daily, I saw one much lower on screen as well.
but then we go absolutely to doom scenarios again.
Yeah. I said we weren't going to do it, but we're going to do it. Just over to the left slightly. Is that's a gap over there around?
This is all closed. We need to go way lower in that case.
Okay, yeah.
So this one is also tested. Well, what we can do, I can do a nice analysis chart on it that we have just an update. I will throw that out tomorrow for the Discord guys, because it's always good to see where it is. But for now, I think let's wrap it up, Spat. I need to go to the next live stream.
Of course, I appreciate your time, Block Pro. Everyone for tuning in as well. Thank you so much. We'll be going live tomorrow with a special guest. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to sign up to CSE, use the code there, NY80. Link is in the description. And use BLOFIN, no KYC, 25K a day withdrawal. So if you're absolutely printing, you'll be fine. Guys, go use it. It's the best exchange I've been using for a long time. We're partnered with them here at Crypto Saving Expert. But anyway, guys, you will see myself and Block Pro live next week, Monday. Take care and see us in the Discord. Let's go.
That's good. Enjoy your day.
Oh, we're